Well, it's the biggest party of the summer, no doubt. Bluesapalooza and the Mammoth Festival of Beers. The lineup has been set. Tickets are now on sale. Saroy Media's Rob Gill talked with Sean Turner of Mammoth Brewing Company.
Yeah, 20th anniversary. That's the best part about this is the 20th show that Mammoth Brewing Company has put on. And you think about that, the lifespan of festivals. I've heard numerous festival organizers say that is quite a milestone in itself, putting on an event that has lasted 20 years. I think the biggest thing that is going to be happening this year is the talent lineup. We've got incredible performers over 4 days. This is the first year that we are going to be charging a ticket at entrance fee for a Thursday night, but considering the talent lineup, it's well worth it. We've got a number of other improvements we're going to be making. We're going to have at least 2 entrances into Sam's Wood site this year, which will cut down on the length of the line. A couple of other venue changes that are going to be kind of exciting that I can't really talk about just yet, but it's going to be a great event. I'll just leave it at that right now. Trombone Shorty is the person that I'm really looking forward to seeing on Friday night. But let me do the lineup in order because that's how I have to think about it. I got Tommy Castro and Robin Ford coming on Thursday night. Friday night, we've got Ruthie Foster and Trombone Shorty taking the stage at about 8:15, I think, going until 10 o'clock. Saturday, we've got Delta Saints and Johnny Lang as our headliners, and we got Robert Cray on Sunday. One other band I'll throw in there is also Jelly Bread is going to be performing on Saturday, which is a local favorite out of Tahoe, Truckee, Reno area. So that's our band lineup, and I gotta say, we had Johnny Lang a few years back, we had Robert Cray a few years back, we had Tommy Castro many years ago. Great lineup between those 4 headliners on each of the 4 different days. Yeah, grand tasting is Saturday from noon to 5, and again, I've got all this programmed into my head. We've got 80 breweries that are attending. Every single one of them is defined as a craft brewer by the Brewers Association of America. We're very careful to make sure that only craft breweries are attending. We are expecting over 150 breweries to apply this year. So I've got the unenviable task of contacting the breweries that are not going to be accepted because we've got so many breweries that want to come, but we really are going to pick down to the 80 best craft breweries that are going to be attending. Yeah, ticket pricing. Best way to find out about Bluesapalooza is just Google Bluesapalooza. I can tell you that the website address is Mammoth Blues Brews Fest, but I have to think about that. But Google Bluesapalooza. It's the first thing that comes up. And that's got the ticket prices that are on there. As I mentioned earlier, this is the first year that we're charging for Thursday night. But again, with talent like Robin Ford and Tommy Castro, we just had to. And all the information you could possibly need is on the Bluesapalooza website. The one thing I will tell you is that the Saturday-only tickets are no longer available. They're just going fast. I got to say, this event has evolved into a brand unto itself, and it's got such a following. We only announced the talent lineup 6 days ago, and even before that, we had already sold so many tickets. We've broken all records for what Bluesapalooza is all about. But tickets are still available for the multi-day tickets. Definitely go check them out. Bluesapalooza. Just Google Bluesapalooza.
All right, thanks, Sean. And, well, that takes us to information on Mammoth's transient occupancy tax. Mammoth Lakes Tourism issued a press release that states that, according to Mammoth Lakes Town Manager Dan Holler, the town's tot is up $375,000 and ahead of last year by more than $900,000. Now, a press release from Mammoth Lakes Tourism states that in a winter season that has seen lower than average snowfall yet again, being up on the TOT budget is a huge success that can be attributed to the fortuitous timing of the snow, as well as efforts made by Mammoth Lakes Tourism to get the word out in December. And again, that's from the press release. During the December timeframe, Mammoth Lakes Tourism placed additional radio spots, ramped up digital display ads, sent dump alert emails to its list, updated its online snow report page, as well as its social media channels with the latest storm news, and reached out directly to media outlets with images, videos, and information. In addition, Mammoth Lakes Tourism worked closely with Mammoth Mountain Ski Area to to support its efforts. Now, this investment, according to the press release, helped build the momentum that pushed the town through the season. And in addition, Mammoth Lakes Tourism saw many other local businesses spreading the word to their databases and through their social media channels. Now, this community-wide approach proves that when Mammoth Lakes works together, it can weather the storm. Press release says that Mammoth Lakes Tourism looks forward to continued community support in achieving its 5th record summer in a row. Now, in addition to TOT numbers being up, the flight between Mammoth Lakes and Los Angeles International in December was $10,000 positive to the minimum revenue guarantee. Plus, flight cancellations in February were far lower than previous years. For example, United's San Francisco airport canceled flights for February were just 8% as compared to 33% in 2014. Now, this year, the San Diego flight was switched to a model of 4 days a week, and that model, according to the press release, has worked, creating high load factors and moving subsidy costs, and will likely be used in other markets such as San Francisco for the 2015-2016 season. New flights from Denver and Las Vegas fared well for first-year service. However, Alaska Airlines plans to remove the Q400 from the market, so other airline options are being explored to service the Vegas market in the future. And the press release notes that Denver is a market that easily connects Mammoth Lakes to eastern U.S. markets and continues to be looked at for growth moving ahead. Mammoth Lakes Tourism currently planning an open house this spring to further share with the community the results from this winter's campaigns and its plans for this summer. Well, Charles James has filed 2 stories for Sierra Wave Media concerning John Muir. James writes, if the famous Scottish-American naturalist, author, and preservationist John Muir ever had a doppelganger, he would most likely be the actor Lee Stenson, who is about as close to the real John Muir as anyone can be in both looks and demeanor. The real John Muir's life, writings, and activism led to the creation of the Sierra Club, the premier conservation organization in the country, and thanks to the creation of the country's first national parks, Yosemite Valley, Sequoia National Park, and other wilderness areas, his accomplishments earned him the title of Father of the National Parks. Now, last Friday, 450 students at Home Street Middle School watched and listened to Stenson's portrayal of the spirit of John Muir, presented as part of the 7th Annual Community Reads program, sponsored by the Inyo County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Terry McIntyre, and the Inyo Council for the Arts. Now, the show featured stories of Muir's childhood and his love of reading and learning, and he also discussed his adventures in the western wilderness. Stenson said that in 1982, he was a 42-year-old actor from Los Angeles when he first visited Yosemite National Park. He was so besotted by the experience that he decided to apply for any job that he could find and spent the next 7 months working as a desk clerk. It was during that time that he researched the life of John Muir and came out with a one-man theatrical performance. 32 years have passed, and he has written 2 more one-person shows and a 4th based on Muir and President Theodore Roosevelt. Dr. Terry McIntyre thanks Stenson for coming to Bishop, saying, quote, the life of John Muir is one of the most inspirational stories of any great American and has left a legacy of national parks and wilderness areas that we can all enjoy. And the Inyo County Superintendent of Schools and the Inyo Council for the Arts presenting a special Evening with Robert Hanna. Hanna is the great-great-grandson of John Muir, and this will be taking place at the Lone Pine Film History Museum Wednesday, 7 p.m., and then again at the Inyo Council for the Arts in Bishop on Thursday, part of the ongoing Community Reads program. Hanna will be sharing stories about the Muir Family Foundation, issues surrounding our national parks, and how he has been inspired to carry on his great-great-grandfather's legacy in his own work as an advocate for California's state parks. He'll also be sharing some never-before-seen images of the John Muir family. Admission free. There will be coffee and sweets after the discussion. And please, you can see more on these stories on our website, sierrawave.net. We'll be back with a weather report and a look at the Blake Jones Trout Derby.